The Earthlore is 76. Wow. Sorry, that's a misnomer. That Earthlore is $8. Someone is just having a listing, unfortunately. Well, trying to, I should say. For 72. Yeah. Not gonna pan out. But, I mean, last sold was 2 days ago? 3 days ago. Oh, there we go. $8. But it's just TCG play, which also has kind of zero relevance to me anyway, because I'm in Oz. Alright, so where are the goodies? That's the question. They are middle. So, Torment to start off. Oh. And also the card damage, if we can see, yeah, can you see a little speck? That's a nice little dint. We also get a mutated mass. So it goes, God. Olden days with equipment. Goes foil, equipment, rare, rare. So it's the last 5 cards in token. Yeah, so it's the last 5 cards that we care about. Yeah, right? If I pull from the foil, yeah, okay. So, Nada, Hooves, Rise Above, Pulping. Pulping from Monarch. God, that... I guess it makes sense because of the gore. But I don't know why, it just never sinks in that's from Monarch. And there's also Nourishing, I always forget it's from Monarch too. So Monarch actually has good cards that we do kind of want. I think I only have 2 Nourishing. I mean, you'd never run the full playset anyway. You'd probably only run 2, cycle 1 back. Herald, Hooves, another Herald. There we go, Exude Confidence. That is a good one as well. Right? A little defense reaction. Play degraded, the defending card can't play in the combat chain. That is actually a lot stronger than what I was thinking. So it isn't defended by a card with equal or greater. So this pumped is just complete denial for the whole chain. And 0 cost for 4. Is this played in Ninja? Have to be played in Ninja, right? There's just so much value. Even if you can't pump it, it's, you know, equipment or 2 blocks. Foil Nourishing. The most tasteful foil, right? It's just little, what is it? The hairpin, the little cuff of the sleeve, or is it a teacup? It's a teacup, isn't it? No, it's not. It's part of the hairpiece as well. Then the belt and just the bottom of the robe, right? They didn't want to do the background imagery, which I think would have looked fantastic, right? If they did all the like leaves and etchings on the little panels on the back, that would have been beautiful. But it's still Nourishing. So yeah, already this box is paying dividends. I definitely want Nourishing. Alright, go the foil. Perhaps Meat Axe, also a curiosity. Although I think you just take Mini Meat Axe anyway, because then you can also take the Mandible Claw, even if you want the discard draw for Rhino. Yeah, Nourishing is definitely a good pull. Invert Existence. You may play Invert Existence from your banish zone. Yeah, normal shtick. Banish up 2 cards in the opposing hero's graveyard if in attack. Card a non-attack action card. A banish this way, deal 2 arcane damage to that hero. That is not useful whatsoever, is it? Because it's just nothing. I mean, it's instant, which is kind of nice, but 2 cards from your opposing hero's graveyard. There's not enough graveyard return played, which I think is going to change because there's just so many value cards that you actually want back, and they're printing seemingly more graveyard cycle. Herald, nada, and a bubble. Bit upset that the bubble in Mistveil isn't anything new, right? I loved that whole little tale that the cracked bubble was getting more and more cracked with every set, and then one day it was gonna grow into something. And Mistveil could have been that moment, but nope. Oh well. Cold Foil is just an ebb and fold. Banish a card from your hand. If it's a shadow card, draw a card. I mean, Banish is not horrible, so it could be technically kind of a +1. And a Duskblade. Now we got a Crimped Duskblade, I think. I think it was from Unlimited too, weirdly. Smash. Smash with the big tree is nice in KO, right? Because it's a 2 for 5, blue. You sash, it's a 1, so it's a nice thing to add on with no discard effect. Yeah, we can definitely get multiple. Good old days. I mean, even Everfest, obviously, you get multiple, but that was just because they released a crap ton. Ovenfold is actually quite nice, that's cool. There were a box that had Footsteps and Husk. Well, we can dream. We can definitely dream. Footsteps is probably on the rise again, is it not? Thanks to Enigma. Would Enigma play Footsteps? You'd have to play Footsteps, surely. Well, actually, no, you don't have Phantasm, do you? But what booth would you even play then? Either way, Footsteps is a, in my opinion, very beautiful card. But I kind of wish they would pump the cold foil rates. Also, I'm meant to be taking the foils out. I'm not. Well, I find it... Feet for her makes sense, but they've done a headpiece for New as well. I mean, it's probably a headpiece for New, a chest, probably for Zen, would make most sense over what you have currently, right? Because you'd still want the Breeze Riders, you'd still want the Tiger Stripe Shugo, you'd probably just want a draw piece for the head, you know, mask or the tails, and then, yeah, probably a chest. So, feet for Enigma definitely makes sense, because I can't think of anything else strong in the slot. The thing about common cold foil is you still have a good chance of a legendary cold foil Fable. Yeah. But back on that tangent, that's what I was trying to say. I would kind of like them to pump the cold foil rates, right? So if you do get a common in new boxes, it's not just your feel bad moment. Yes, you've missed the Everfest, unfortunately. We did a case and a half. We're now on to Monarch. I should probably change it. In fact, let me just do it nice and quickly. So thank you for bringing that up. Ranking Everfest. I want it still to be the correct title for the pod. So cracking some Everfest. Then on to Monarch. Pockets live over on Twitch. You can probably see it here on the under me. Brought it up and got me itching. Especially with the relevance of Prism. But across the board, there's probably more cards than I really think. Right? It's not like Tales where it's just dead. It's actually a great set. With some very, very wonderful art. Did I update? I can't remember if I clicked update. But Monarch was like the point for me where I said, I'm not gonna keep up with Magic anymore. Sold off the majority and then just started buying boxes. The Reverse Galaxy Black. That is, I think, what we'd like to pull. We'd also probably get rid of the Earthall Bounty. Swap it over. Do something from Monarch. What did I call it? Oh, it is. Oh, God. It's Galaxy with 2 X's and an I, not a Y. So how much is the old art nowadays? 74. Alt art, not reverse. My bad. Crossroad from Tales a few nights ago. And yeah, those are the older sets for you. But Crossroads is also a beautiful card. I do... as much as I like the gems, I think I really prefer the scenic fables, right? They're so glorious. But yeah, Monarch actually has more value than what I'm thinking about. God, you're all tempting me to actually just do the full case. Screw it, we'll do the full case. At least that way we can see if we get a legendary or not. And what legendary. Alright, we'll pick up the pace. Plus we got the Nourishing. I would kind of like a non-foil Nourishing though. Fear of the Vanguard is something I like for Cheyenne too. Maybe I should keep that aside. I've been meaning to build a Cheyenne deck. Big Enlightenment, another Ebb and Fold, Mark of the Beast, Extended Art, so that's another one we're looking for. They're all coming back. Yeah, I don't know why, right? Even though there's like more Cold Wars and more Marvels nowadays, these older sets definitely feel like they had more chase. Just because the uniqueness and the unknown side of it. I guess more than anything. Muscle, Blood Drop, nada. Oil. Alright. But I think we still did fairly well for this first box, right? With the Nourishing, the Ebb and Fold. And there's probably some commons and rares that I'm skipping over too that are probably worth something. Because usually, like the, pre 2.0 sets have a lot of proper staples for a lot of classes, or for all their classes. Dynamo, Anacarian Husk from Monarch. Footsteps and Library. I've pulled Footsteps. I've gone, unfortunately, 3 Rainbow Foil. Like, every time I've sat down to do an unlimited box, we ended up pulling a Library. I think there's 1 on the channel and 2 with my partner, but I am yet to get a Cold Foil. So, yeah. Legendary or Fabled, we'll definitely take that. The Dynamos are a fantastic card. There's just some where the interaction just fits it so beautifully. A lot of courage. Alright. 1 down. I think fairly decent in terms of the M's. 3 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're right on average, 6 and 2 foils. We got an Ebb and Fold as the Cold Foil. Where did I put said Monarch box for all the bulk? Alright. Box number 2. Pulping Reds is what we're looking for. I'm guessing if we're looking for the non-foil, we're looking for the foil as well. And I'll try and keep an eye out. Is Rise Above desired at all? Right, because that has a prevention effect, doesn't it? We'll read a few more cards, actually, as we go through. I remember when Monarch first came out, the old art Mark of the Beast was the shits, was it not? Has it dropped that much? Or are you saying it more so just, regardless of value, if it was shit, you'd still love it? That's probably where we're going with it. Mark of the Beast. Yeah, still $40. Yeah. I would love them, like, if they did more of the parallel. So that's where I thought they were going with Shadow, right? Because we got, what was it, Rudy's promos? Were the 2 big demons that you could summon. So I really thought they were really going to have, it takes longer, but Shadow puts out these actual big monsters that aren't illusions, and then Illusionist does it quicker. And that sort of parallel would be kind of cool. The nice thing too is foils, though, we are pulling out, so we can easily go through them at the end. We're looking for Herald of Judgment, Zealous Feeding, and... Oh, no, they're separate. Alright. Thank you very much, Pockets. Good to know. Doing Aftermath. There's a Herald of Judgment. So what is Judgment? Is it a draw effect? No, it is... Just put into hero soul, and defending hero can't play cards from the banished zone until the end of the next turn. So it's a 2 for 6 with the normal soul effect. Triumph is the minus damage, right? Minus power. That was my thinking, that, again, there are just so many staples. Like, even Warmongers is a very interesting card. And Memorial Ground. Memorial Ground is definitely an unsung one. Riftbind into, unfortunately, no M. Oh, almost. Brandish. Another M and Fold. You have to hit an M for the second box. Kind of usually a good sign that your cold foil is up there. Golfing Light. Oh, there's our first one. Halting Blade. Costs 2 less for each time you've charged this turn. Ha, God. So this has to be ridiculous now, especially with the revealed equipment coming out in the Armory deck. Just a 0 for 7 to end off your turn. It's got to be good. Swing. Ironhide. Ironhide. When this depends, you may pay 1 if you do gets +2 and destroy it when the combat chain closes. Yeah, so it's 1 over Iron Rot. It still destroys itself. They didn't need Frontline. Right, there's only so many ways they can recycle the generic armor. And Frontline was not it. It should have a clause, like, if you start, or it should count end. No, it shouldn't count end phases either. It should just not count the first turn, and then it would probably be useful. But it's the fact that, you know, half the time if you go first, it's really shit. In any of the slots where you just want, you know, armor. Okay. Hexagore as our first great gold foil. It's a nice, lovely looking flail. Sevenfold, we're definitely on the shadow side with that. Oh, and another Bolton card. Beacon of Victory. As additional cost, banish X cards from your soul. X can't be 0. Target gets +X. So it's a 0 cost, banish as much as you want. Give it all to something. Maybe I should potentially be looking into a charged soul combo. That decent number of Monarch boxes with 2 cold foils. Even hit one with 2 legendaries. Fingers crossed. Well, the nice thing is, right, usually if you're on one side and it's, you know, fairly high off or fairly to the bottom, the other one has a decent chance of a cold foil. From recollection, was the way to play it, because again, you know, their randomization wasn't perfect. But hopefully at least one of these boxes, within a case, there's probably a decent chance that at least one of them. Foil, Warmonger's red. Fortunately, I wouldn't take the red in Riptide. I think I am looking for a playset of the yellows, though, to run with Murky. Gateway, Dreamweavers. Coldfoil Dreamweaver would also be nice. The shenanigans I have planned. Earthbind, and no M. Yeah, we're definitely light on the M's. At least it feels like it to me. We're hoping for that second cold foil. Alright, second half of the box. I do have missed boxes on order. So far, 4 cases. And sent off a lot of cards to sell. Another Inverted Existence to hopefully get some more. Because I am, despite the expansion slots, I am super excited for Mistveil. Just all 3 heroes are right up my alley. And I am... Oh, that is not the right pile. I'm fortunate enough that my magic spending has kind of netted me enough to not really ever spend on Fab. I just continuously cycle cards, basically. Sell and buy, sell and buy. Which affords me this nice, big, luxury hobby. Which I suppose you could look at it the other way. You could just be, you know, holding said money instead of putting it back in boxes. But come on, cracking boxes is fun. Got 1 case on order, I'm still collecting some of the other sets. So wait and see what the miscards look like. Yeah, it's for a lot of people. I think the nail in the coffin was definitely the fact that the expansion slots, right, is just 40%. Mechanologist, and Mechanologist in itself is not really a favorite class. That's what I did again. But, I mean, all three heroes look super fun. You can probably easily get away, though, just buying the deck, the Blitz deck, and then swapping cards out. Because there also does, unfortunately, appear to be a decent amount of just normal, limited... Oh, back. A limited shape in the set, which makes sense because, again, they're really taking this hard stance on focusing on boxes being super playable over super good. Talon from Limb, that's probably a nice pull. Drawn discard with Berserk is probably overkill. Oh, and an Erudition. So that is also, I know, a decent Herald. With a super powerful draw effect on with Dominate. I do wish, though, they had the decks for sale separately as well. Because I'm not as interested in the box. Just because the playmat is not super appealing to me. They should have redone the art, in my opinion. And the storage boxes, okay. I like the idea if you could buy it and then you could store the set in it. But it's not necessary. And I'd rather just buy, 2 copies of the Blitz deck. Without having to buy 2 boxes and 2 playmats I don't really want. Oh, look at this foiling. See now, God, you can have such fantastic foiling like this, and then you have Nourishing. Nourishing, as much as I love the card, has to be by far their most lackluster. Oh, well, that's good then. Playmats are definitely useful. Not the be-all and end-all, though. Unfortunately, looks like we're not hitting that second cold foil in this box at the very least. The other problem with Misfail is cards that we are getting. I mean, some of them are good across the board, but a lot of them really just line up with Zen, Enigma, and Nu, rather than everyone else. As in the staples of the set for the classes. Got the foil. Rouse the Ancient. If it was like zoned, rather than when you play it, I feel like Rouse the Ancients would just be super overkill in KO. Alright, so unless there's something real juicy in this pack, gonna have to say, not the best box so far. It is a Shadow of Ursa. Additional cost, it's not even a summon thing, is it? No. As additional cost, you may banish a card for Blood Debt. No, it is. If you do, your Shadow of Ursa gains go again. No, that's just this attack. 0 for 2. That seems horribly statted, in all honesty. Yeah, Rouse the Ancient's Guardian, right? Still sees a ton of play. Just because a 7 with go again is definitely high value. Alright, we're still, at least kind of due the legendary, since we're doing a case. But 2 more chances at a double box. Overload. Gallantry Gold. Destroy it. Your next weapon attack. No, your weapon attacks gain +1 this turn. So that's actually kind of nice too. I wonder if it sees any use in Casso. Probably saw a lot of use in old Casso. Alright, scouts into no M. There it is, and it's right at the top of the box as well. Pulled the footsteps. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I don't even have a foot fetish. But they get boots just across the board. So right, like it's just the correct framing and everything, and the art, and then the scenery. Like the motion, the impact of the foot on the steps and it lining up. That is fantastic. Cool, and we also got Majestic with it. Also something to sleeve straight away. Yeah, third gold foil. We're rampant. So we got a common, a majestic, and now a legendary. So does that mean the last box has to be a fable? Maybe? We'll definitely take the footsteps. Alright, so now we're hankering for the double. I'll stop doing that. Oh, we'll skip to the other pile instead. Just because if there's a double cold foil in here, it's probably in there. Well, not yet. Also, flip it over. We'll do them from the underside. Yeah, let's see how lucky we can be. Secret Horizon into a Tome of Divinity. I do like all the Tome cards. I mean, a 4 for 3. Does it see play? I feel like it should see play. The new Mistveil Tome is definitely going to see play, and that's limited at 1 copy. My Monarch boxes are very old. Let's see, US was... God. Well, it depends. Average probably sits at... probably 160 to 180 Australian. So that would be, you know, kind of too high. That's average, though. The cases I have, I was lucky enough to pick them up right when, you know, everyone was really fed up with Monarch and just trying to offload them because they were just toxic, bad boxes. And the game as a whole was on a heavy decline. So those I managed to get at a quite nice rate of about, what was it? Was for a case. Alright. I always want to talk in US because it's the easiest. Pretty sure I have them written down anyway because I try to keep track of inventory. Let's see if I have the Excel. So they should work out to about $75 in US from recollection. So yeah, it was 110 a box, so the case was $440 Australian. So you could probably get them overall cheaper now, but you know, overall I'm probably happy. But yeah, across all the boxes I have, I'd put it, you know, safely at probably, fortunately, 110-ish. Because I did buy a lot. But again, I'm not super upset because, well, I mean, in some retrospect, I should be probably. I sold off a lot of old Magic to buy it. So in that sense, I can't be, you know, again, angry. It's not like it was out of pocket, which is always nice. Now the Bolting Blade is also fantastic. But yeah, I did get a nice deal to even out things. That's the best way to put it. To try and even things out. So, unfortunately, we're not hitting the cold foil again, it looks like. I mean, especially at the time, 110 Australian was definitely insane, and was something that I couldn't pass up. So I remember when cases were $600 to $800, right, at release. And yes, I did buy one or two of them to open. Also, I remember, God, most greedy moment, running around to, so we have a few different branches. We have Games World, which were stocking them, but they were stocking them at the recommended price. So that was 120, which again, when it was 600 a case versus 120 a box at release, I just went to a few different stores, bought a few. Unfortunately, did not have much. Like, stores barely had a case, as in they like ordered one case. And apparently, a few stores, there was another person doing as well who beat me to it. It's definitely, I'm not going to say recovered. Oh, another nourishing too. But it has, you know, healed. Healed from its release, unfortunately. Oh, foil is zealous, but not red. Let's see. Pulling wise, we've done 2 eyes from Arcane. No shard or heart though. We did get 2 Cheyennas, if you want to compare it. So I do like Cheyenne. From Monarch, we've gone 2 rainbow foil libraries. I think it's 2 on the channel, 1 from me in my own personal life. Dynasty, fortunate to grab the what's it called? Command and Conquer, right? Never got a cog, never got a deathmatch, never got a Light of Soul. But yeah, fairly decent. Got a few, was it Plague Hives as well? Not a cold foil though. So a mixed bag. Mutated Mass. Twice the number of cards in your pitch zone with different costs. Ugh. Sounds interesting, but also sounds probably hard to do anything with. Oh, and another Herald. But either way, this has definitely been a good box. Yeah, so that's another unfortunate story. I have like 12 boxes of unlimited loose as well, not even cases for the legendary pull rates. But they were like 50-50. One, they were in... Did again. They were in the first edition boxes. So there was that mishap. God, I've really stuffed up the foils. Anything in this? No. So Unlimited here in Oz got hit with, fortunately, being packaged in first edition boxes, right? So the right thing to do is check them. I had to open a bunch of cases to make sure that, you know, they weren't in the first edition. I mean, on the case it does say, but it would just be a long-term nightmare in my opinion. So I did break them up, some of them, and then yeah, I did buy a bit. Also, I think Twitch has died on me because I can just see that the chat box in Streamlabs versus the chat box on stream is definitely different. Let's see if it updates. So if I've missed anything, my apologies. Especially since it is, you know, a small stream. I like chatting. Yeah, there we are. Pocket. I think Twitch was broken. Alright, so not two cold foils, but legendary nonetheless. Now, if you want to say, if you want to go into really bad territory, and the reason we have had so much Everfest to open is I did buy way too much of that, and I did buy way too much of Tails as well. But one day we'll get the second Aria set, and we can do, you know, a multitude of cases for Tails. There we go. Yeah. No worries, Sean. Ooh, 3 in the morning. Thanks for dropping in though and chatting. It's always a pleasure. Technically, I am English as well. Well, it sounds like, wow, weird. But dual citizenship through my mum. Fun fact. Unfortunately, does not have the perks anymore because you guys decided to leave the Union. Yeah, £200 sounds really good for Everfest. I do think despite all the, you know, the huge print run, it is, what am I trying to say? It is definitely been exhausted. There's so many people open Everfest, because there are really good pulls from it, that is. I don't mind, you know, leaving your choice to leave the EU for political reasons or anything like that. What I hate is, you know, having no longer a free pass to travel. Especially as a freebie, as just Australian. Because you also, so you rectified the law as well for me to claim dual citizenship, which I suppose was the smartest thing I did in my youth, right? So it was, you had, if your parent was born before blah blah blah, you have until blah 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 to claim your citizenship, basically. Alright, one more box, and then that's the case done. Australia is very hot, yes, I concur. But that's where my other heritage comes into it. Because as white as I am, not white. Well, technically, again, I love my technicalities. Alright. Can we get anything for this last box? Another legendary Fable definitely would be a highlight. But if not, you know, again, I'm still going to say, overall, it's been a good case. Rally, Sonata. Illuminate, also a beautiful card. Oh, there's the cold one. There's our dud. It's an Ironhide Gauntlet, unfortunately. Oh well, you can't win them all. But an Arclight Sentinel, so that is definitely a good M. Warmongers. That. Out of the pound into no M. But again, there is the upside, or the chance, right? It was pretty high on the left side. So it could be another cold foil, pretty low. Oh, there we go. That's going to be good. right? Let's see, how much is the EA Erudition? Bloody hell. Really? It sees that much play? I mean, Fable or not, this does it. That needs a sleeve. Oh, and a Phantasmaclasm. I knew it was going to be something, but God, it's like the mask in Dynasty all over again. Alright, well, yeah, it was definitely worth opening in this case. The Fable would just be overkill now. I'd be too lucky to pull the Fable. And that's why it's going to happen. Stony. Nada. Deep-rooted evil. I think that's one of the bad M's, is it not? The 6 more is 20 your bank zone, you may play Deep-rooted evil, it's just a 3 for 6, yeah. It's just so generic for a Majestic. Warmongers into nothing. Alright, so first half done. It's nasty. Followed by nada. I really wish they, even though they were promos, right, but the promo clause doesn't really matter for Rainbow Foils. I wish in Dust Till Dawn the EAs were foiled, or both. Make them so much more impactful. Alright, another Sentinel. Alright, I'm curious now. Because Sentinel's got to be up there as well. Probably, maybe not, looking at it. But I feel like it's just such good deck tech. Yeah, no. I overestimate Sentinel, apparently. Just a dollar Majestic. Just the ultimate FU card. For a lot of big combos or payoffs. Big Horizon. No M. Oh. Only a few packs to go. Foil Bolting Blade. This has to be speculated on too. Maybe not yet, but once the Armory deck comes out. Because you've got the new headpiece to charge. Well, I suppose you can't play it then. That's the other curiosity, because you can't defend. Actually, I am thinking it, aren't I? Yeah. Just seems like such good value. Into Tome of Torment. I don't know why it's not instant, right? This just doesn't work. If it wasn't instant. Otherwise it would be, you know, the best value card you could banish. Glisten and Battlefield Blitz. 6 to go? 6 to go. What can we get? Glisten. And then nothing. Herald. Soul Reaping. Which is so weird. And not being a Majestic, but feeling like a Majestic, and obviously the Legendary tag. You definitely tell, like, cards with that, where they're getting their rhythm, and they don't quite know, you know, are they Are they using rarity just for pulls? Are they using it for value? Are they using it for power level? Little into a Sonata. Is a nice looking card. Alright. Last 3. Do we hit another cold foil is the big question. Another red Memorial Ground. And nothing else. I mean, library or not, we still can't be too upset. The bubble. Is there bubble luck? There is not. Alright. Lucky last, irrespective. Again, the Herald is more than enough. How much that's gone up. And the EAs are significantly rare. Alright. Not a cold foil. Fortunately. It is a Dreamweaver, Fabtcg, and Nem. Illumina's Ascension. So, again, not bad. Definitely take the L and the EA. Lionhide, meh. But yeah, that is probably definitely good enough, right? What is this? Is Phantasm still the number 1 L, or as Dynamo and Carrion Husk? No, Dynamo has eclipsed it. That's fine. But yeah. Beautiful. I mean, yeah, all the Ls that you hit are just fantastic in Monarch. Even Vestige of Soul, as little use as it gets, is still, in my opinion, a good card. Unlimited Footsteps. They like the Rainbow Foil more? That's interesting. Oh no, in Unlimited Footsteps is more. Oh, it'd be the same response. They like the Rainbow Foil more, which I guess I can see, right? Cold Foil for metallic equipment, wonderful. Rainbow Foil for everything else. Like the Radiant set from Dusk Till Dawn. I would really love to see that in Rainbow Foil. But yeah, I can see that. Also, annoyingly, I can now see that YouTube has popped up on the stream. But Twitch is not. Fun. Where's projector mode so I can actually read it? What did I miss? Doomsday is not great. Is Doomsday a legendary? Oh, it is too. Right, there was a non-equipment legendary. Other than that, what else have I missed? Gold Arts and Monarch are very hard to pull. Yes, yes, they definitely are. Anything else? Yeah, you've pulled the Doomsday. Alright, so I can have one but not the other, apparently. So whoever talks first gets Streamlabs priority, seems like. But at least they pop up on stream so I can read it there. Alright, well. I think it was an okay Everfest. Again, we hit cards we were looking for. But nothing super huge. And then, yeah. These 2 pulls definitely made the Monarch worthwhile. Alright, Sean. I'm heading to lunch. That'll do me. Nice, just casual day. Open boxes. What more can you ask for? So, yeah. Thanks for hanging out, Pockets and Sean, and whoever else is hanging around in the background. Anyone watching post. On that, enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, or night. Or, I guess, early morning. See you around.